All right, the economics of a heat wave through the lens of the socialist government of New York City, led by none other than Comrade Zorhan Mamdani.
Vendors, delivery workers, and day laborers. Last week, I signed an executive order focused on protecting workers from the hazards of heat. Our administration is hard at work, developing guidelines that will keep workers safe. While we finalize these guidelines, I want to urge all employers in New York City to develop those plans to protect your employees.
Who's to say they don't already have those plans? But, it's Mamdani, so he's got to act like this is the first heat wave. This is the first socialist heat wave that we've had in America.
It is not enough to say that they can take breaks when their paycheck is on the line. Workers cannot cool down when they have quotas to meet.
Why can't they? He's presupposing that employers don't already allow their employees to prioritize their life and health before their job. This is a weird guy.
They cannot go into a cooling center when they are on the clock.
I would hate to work for him. Why can't I? If I'm a delivery guy, why can't I just say, hey, I'm going to get off the bike and go inside the cooling center for 5 minutes? Again, presupposing that industry doesn't already have mechanisms to care for their employees in inclement weather.
Please make a point of ensuring that your employees know their rights and that they will not face consequences for staying safe. And to every business owner, please set your thermostats to 78 degrees.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. He just went on this diatribe about how employers were supposed to make sure employees are safe, but then said set the thermostat at 78 degrees. Can you imagine one of these New York City high rises, 40, 50-story building, 78 degrees in a heat wave? What a clown.
To alleviate the stress on our power grid.
Prioritizing the power grid over and above human life. But he just basically contradicted himself. Why is the sign language lady so animated? Have you ever noticed that? Like in the last 15, 20 years, the sign language people are like the star of the show. Crazy. Just an observation.
Every worker in New York City has the right to a safe workplace, and that includes safety in extreme heat.
But you just said to turn the thermostat up to 78 degrees in a 50-story building.
For New Yorkers looking for other ways to stay cool, our Parks Department offers hundreds of spray showers and thousands of drinking fountains.
So see, all right, now we're getting into it. Socialism at work, okay? So set your thermostat at 78, equal misery. Can you imagine if this guy had the actual power to control what your thermostat was in your house, okay? So he's advocating for equal misery, but if you come out and be a part of the collective, you can drink some water from a fountain. You can take what he just said, a stray shower. Socialism at work, people, okay? It's not about individual liberty at all. It's not about you being able to determine what your personal temperature should be. Look, Maryland is no better. We had the CEO of Baltimore Gas and Electric come out, say pretty much the same thing, that, we don't have enough energy. Why don't we have enough energy? Because of this Green New Deal fixation on technologies that can't cut the mustard. Wind, solar, cannot hold a candle to natural gas and nuclear. But for some reason, the policymakers on the left don't want to acknowledge that. They live in a fantasy world. Now, here we are in a situation with this heat dome that is calling for untold amounts of energy, and Maryland and apparently New York City, they just don't have the capacity for it because of failed energy policy.
Across the 5 boroughs. They also maintain about 50 free outdoor swimming pools with general hours of operation between 11 a.m. and 7 p.m.
Okay, so if you're hot at 7:30 p.m., too bad.
And during the heat emergency, Olympic and intermediate-sized pools will be open until 8 p.m.
Now, he lives in Gracie Mansion. I wonder what the thermostat is set at there. Again, with the sign language lady. Wow, she's really turning in a dramatic performance.
To find one near you, go to nycgovparks.org/facilities. Our 14 miles of public beaches will also remain open during this heat wave,
Swimming in the Hudson River?
with lifeguards on duty between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. And for those who want to keep cool with a fire hydrant, anyone 18 or older can obtain a free, city-approved fire hydrant spray cap from their local firehouse.
Okay. All right. Keep your thermostats at 78. Just sweat it out because our policies have put us in an energy deficit. Come on down to the public pool. Make sure you're cool by 7 p.m. because after that point, you ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell out of here. And, maybe you can find a stray shower or a drinking fountain on your way home. Starting to remind me of Europe. They hate air conditioning. The policymakers in Europe who probably have their thermostats set at 60 at home. They hate AC so much so that unfortunately a lot of people are passing away in the UK, France, and Germany because of they loathe the idea of AC so much they think they're saving the planet, or at least they are preaching that to the great unwashed. When it comes to the elite, okay, you will never see King Charles riding around in his Rolls Royce with the windows down, okay? You'll never see that. Why? Because he's pumping the AC. You'll never see Mamdani in his motorcade with his windows down. Guaranteed.